It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC West. It's the Seahawks and the Rams, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Second and 11. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Throw it on third down, Stafford. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's fielded at about the 18. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. If they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Now Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Putting the tight end in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his second touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Play action, Stafford. That finds Nacua downfield, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First down, Stafford. Going right back to Nacua, complete.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 9. The motion man is Nakua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. We are through 1. 7-3 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Walker. He'll manage only a couple. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 3rd down, 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got him. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. It's another run here for Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Now faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll look to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, this is Walker. Not much there. Get this down inside the 4. Here's a second and 9. They'll run here with Walker. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. They'll bring up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Here's third and 2. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They needed 2 and gained 6.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a second and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. on the carry, it's Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Stafford to throw again. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. Finding space at the 40. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down. This one snagged by Smith and Jigba. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll look to throw again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. J.J. McCarthy leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Justin Fields leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a run inside and it's Charbonnet. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First down, Seahawks.
Here's Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. A give to Charbonnet. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Toss, right side, Charbonnet. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. The Seahawks are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. And he'll take it on in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Well, Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. A shotgun run now with Walker. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Tackle made by Nate Landman. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Stafford. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, it's Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Throwing, Stafford. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They'll go with Williams. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now a 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now, faking the give. He's got a man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They run with Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll run it and give it to the big guy, and he will have the Seahawks 1st down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5. They'll run with Charbonnet. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
There's that man again. Another catch.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he will get into the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Stafford to throw again. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. 3rd and 6. To the air again. Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter a team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Again, it's Stafford. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.